Hello, everyone. Hello. How are you? What's going on? How's it going? What's new? What's exciting? What's the word? Mockingbird. What's the tale? Nightingale. Have you heard about Hugo and Kim? Hey. Uh, Hi. I'm really excited. We're here. This is the second leg of our four excitement journey of the 14-hour, 7-year stream anniversary. I'm not streaming for 7 years. I have been streaming for 7 years. Streamaversary, that is a sort of celebration of a bunch of stuff. It's really nice to do a big stream like this and also raise money for charity. So if you are here and excited and exciting, thank you for being here. And thank you, Pope, for $5 to support GLBT, the GLBT Historical Society. That is the charity that we are streaming for today. We have a goal of getting $700 to represent 1 year per that I've streamed. That's my goal. That's what I'm hoping. And let me see. It has been, oh gosh. Yeah. Wow. I hope they've eaten more than just a donut. Artie, I've had 2 donuts. I figured that in the break in between this game and the next game, I've got some chili out there that I'm going to go and eat up, and I'm very excited for it. So let's see. Where are we at? We just finished playing Sandman. We got through the first half of the adventure, and I am happy to say that they said, yes, we should come back to finish it and then find out what the rest of the... I want to do at least 2. You know what I mean? Like, we'll see how far we can go, but I'd like to do at least 2 because I want to see how character advancement works. That's really interesting to me. Anyhow, so let's see. That was fun. But now we're going to be playing Chevalier. And Chevalier is, I'm pretty sure I have, in the time period when I went down from Sandman, came up here, I quickly moved around all of my OBS settings, changed all the commands. I'm pretty sure I changed all the commands effectively, and I actually did it. Yes, I did. Good. Yes, I did. Good. This is good. Let's see. Hey, Cecil, how are you? And let's see, what is the next step? Now, I will let you know, I have no idea how long this particular game will last. It's a solo game, and it uses a Jenga tower, which you might see over here on this way. I think this direction, yes. And it feels so weird that it's been 7 years already, right, Atomica? Glad to have been here for 4 so far. Yes, thank you very much. It's been wild, and I'm still wearing my Kolos shirt, but I'm wearing my spaceship sci-fi jacket, and I'm ready for all of this sort of all of this excitement. So let's think about this. What's new? We're raising money for charity. I want to thank everybody who has donated so far. I really appreciate it. We have this game, and then we have Twilight Road, and then we have a musicology stream. And in between each stream, I madly change tech. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm changing tech. And we're all set up. We're all ready to go for Chevalier. So Chevalier is a Wretched and Alone game. So Wretched and Alone is sort of like a style of game that's the name of, like, you know how Powered by the Apocalypse, right? Or those kinds of things. And there is a game called The Wretched by Chris Bissett, who does some really cool games. And this was this game where he decided he wanted to figure out how to make a game, and he decided to do it with a Jenga tower. So it's like a solo game with a Jenga tower, deck of cards, D6. And he opened up basically an open license so people could make their own games based on this model. And this game here, Chevalier, is a game by Susanah Grace. I need to get better visibility. Here we go. By Susanah Grace. And Susanah Grace, Susie, if you don't know Susie. Yeah, Scabiac, this cover art is amazing, right? So this cover art, so Susie's an amazing artist. Like, Susie's this brilliant artist. She works with Black Cat Gaming. She did the art for the spy game. But more importantly for us, in this moment, she's also, you should check it out, but she was the GM for this short shot Game of Thrones game that I was in, where I got to play a Dornish maester, and she made me cry, not in a bad way, in a good way, and it was brilliant, and I loved it, and it was, such the honor to be able to play in a game that she GM'd. So I thought when I'm putting together my 7-year Streamaversary, where I'm trying to do things that connect to my future, my past, to people that mean something to me, I had such a lovely time playing with her, even though it was only that for that one, like, what, 8 episodes maybe? Something like that. Always made a big impression. And so I really wanted to go and support the work that she did. So this is her game, Chevalier. And actually, you know what I did not do? This is why I'm this is why I feel like I'm the worst sometimes. Let me just go find it. It's not a itch.io. Hold on. CHVLR. Here we go. Let me get the link to it. So here is, you can find LR by, just put the message out, by Susanah Grace over here on itch. And I'm going to put up a link. There it is. And then I'm going to pin this message. Boom. Boom. Perfect. So the link is up there, so you can check it out if you wish. And so this is her Gundam game. And I thought I want to go and support somebody who I think is pretty awesome. And so that's what we're going to do. We're going to play this as our sort of middle sort of palate cleanser. So the things you should know is that, hey, Malk, that Wretched and Alone games, as you might be able to tell by their name, Wretched and Alone, don't tend to be happy games. They tend to be really sort of like, you really have to dig in with these games to figure out. Yeah, it's good. So I'm excited to do this in this moment to see what we got. So let's begin. I've got text, and I also have the PDF up, and I'm gonna read some of it to you to set our scene. By the way, content warning, this is, heavy. There are going to be themes of like fear, violence, depression, stress, isolation. And, you know how like Rick in Robotech was probably like 18, 17, 18. Yeah. So he's a teenage soldier. So that will also be thematized because, yeah. Specific content warnings: casualties of war, child soldiers, claustrophobia, death, physical injury, psychological stress, and suicide. And I realize I should probably just add that to our content. Let me just add that in case somebody wants to check it out. I want to make sure they see all of that. Now, we don't know if those things will actually happen, but they are possibilities depending on how it goes. So, right. And as Kebinak notes, young people, that's exactly who fights. So, do I have any exciting music that I can play in the under? That's classic horror. I wanted something perhaps not horror. I have something that'll be a little. No, that's an Office from the 1940s. There we go. Let's just add this and add that too. All right, good. I'm ready. Chevalier is a game about the terrible cost of war and the scars it leaves on those chosen to fight it. It is a game about violence. It is a game about fear. But most of all, it is a game about hope, its power, and its absence. You are a teenager, barely into your adolescence before you are chosen, or perhaps forced, to pilot a colossal bipedal robot known as Chevalier. There has been little in the way of training. You are the only one that can pilot this machine. You are the only one with the ability to command its power. Now, it is time for you to take to the field. You will see and do terrible things. You will kill. Few can truly prepare for the burden that such a responsibility places on your mind and your body. You're so young, and so much rests on your shoulders. The enemy in this game is kept purposefully nebulous, as is the central conflict. This is to allow for a variety of stories to be told, from the horrors of traditional warfare to the terror of the annihilation of the human race. Each has their own value and themes to explore. And ultimately, how much does a soldier ever really know of the politics that keeps them on the field? What can you truly understand of your enemy until you are face to face with them? Chevalier is heavily influenced by mecha games, by the mecha anime genre and its themes. Titles to watch are Neon Genesis Evangelion, Mobile Suit Gundam, Robotech, and Razafon. For anime that deals with similar themes and character beats that are not mecha, some references are Huele Magai, Madoka Magica, Akira, and Paranoia Agent. As the newest recruit to an experimental military program, you find yourself in unfamiliar surroundings, amidst strangers. Whether you were selected from a group of recruits, were unknowingly raised to become a pilot, or were simply just in the wrong place at the wrong time is up to you. Every pilot has their own history. As you enter the program, you are surgically fitted with a device known as the SCS, Ciego Control System, a small implant at the base of your neck that physically connects you with your Chevalier unit, allowing for a complete control of the unit at an instinctual level. You had no time for basic training and are forced to begin your first mission in the field. This is your first mission with your Chevalier. You will navigate the trials of the battlefield along with the developing bond between you and your machine. Your foe may be other humans, or it may be something altogether more extraterrestrial. Either way, they want you dead. And they're already here. Every time you connect to the machine, every time you initialize those systems, know that it is all that stands between you and annihilation. The battles you will face will be bloody, the damage catastrophic, and it will not end when you leave the field. During the game, you will chronicle your missions and record your mental state in personal logs. You may live to become a veteran, or you may have your young life cut tragically short. Each mission could be your last. How do you live with that hanging over you? You need a deck of cards, a 6-sided die, a tumbling block tower, 10 tokens, and a way to record your entries, which is us here in this moment. The cards have been shuffled. You know, the virtual cards have been shuffled. The tower has been made. This tower represents the condition of your Chevalier and the fracturing of your body and mind. These two are irrevocably intertwined as you discover that the bond between you and your unit is much more than that of a human and a machine. As play progresses and more blocks are moved and removed from the tower, consider how this might be reflected in the state of your unit. How well are those ad hoc repairs really going to hold up against the enemy? Can you stomach the thought of taking another life? Have you grown to hate your Chevalier and all that it represents? Or have you grown to see it as family, as kin? The only one that you can rely on. If the tower falls during play, your Chevalier is too damaged to continue, and a catastrophic failure results in your death, ending the game. You may also choose to play the game with no tower. Begin the game by filling out your pilot record, found in the back of this booklet, or creating your own. Once that is done, start recording your first log. Let's fill out our pilot record. By the way, more Gundam goodness. Hello again, y'all. The refs are doing their best to prevent my Hawkeyes from winning. Oh, hang out with us. So, pilot name. We need a name. Our name is going to be Roscoe. That is our name. We're going to be Roscoe. And let's give ourselves, I have a Roll20 up right now. And this Roll20, by the way, I will show you at some point in time, but not just yet. So, name, Roscoe. All right, that's her name. And age, our age is going to be 17. Age 17. Our gender is going to be, we'll just go with, I'll go with male for now. Date of birth. We'll go with a Leo. So let's go with August, August the 10th. That's Leo, isn't it? August 10. August 10, 3535. In the year 3535. So that's what we're going to do. Birthplace. It's a good song. Our birthplace is going to be the moon. Our birthplace will be Luna Prime on the moon. That's where we were born. And a date of death. Oh, well, I don't know about that. We're not dead yet. Current station. Our current station is going to be... Current station will be... we're going to be stationed in Europa City. New Europa City. That feels very sci-fi to me. New Europa City is where we're stationed. And our unit is going to be... the Hellfighters. In honor of the Harlem Hellfighters. All right, that is our starting info. Thank you for that donation, Leihild. We will begin. Date. Oh gosh. Hold on. If I want it to be the year 3535. So if I'm 17, that'll be 15 plus 3 is 3518 is when I was born. Is that right? Yes. Okay, so it's going to be my birthday. Date, August 10th, 3535. Time, 2 p.m., 1400. Designation, pilot ID number 8675309. Mech name, Tiny, and number 42. Today marks my first week in the Chevalier program and is the day of my first deployment to the field. My SCS was installed 3 days ago, and I've run a few training simulations, but it's the first time I've ever been in the cockpit. I like that some of you got those references. The colonel says there's no other choice. The enemy is here, and I have to stop them. Tiny initializing. Systems green. Roscoe signing off. All subsequent logs should begin with the date, time, pilot, and unit designation, and end with pilot name signing off. The contents of the log are entirely up to you, but should summarize the events that have happened since the last entry. The game is divided into 2 phases that represents time passing between events. Your game can take place over days or even years. It's up to you. Phase 1, deployment. Roll the die and draw that number of cards from the deck, placing them face down in front of you. Turn over the first drawn card and consult the field manual. If the field manual instructs you to do something specific, do it at this stage before turning over another card. Continue until you have turned over all the cards and follow the prompts. After you have completed all the cards, discard the cards you have used unless told otherwise. And then we have phase 2, the mission log, where we take a moment to reflect on the events of the deployment phase. Consider the condition of all your chevalier, the movements of the enemy, your successes and failures, and how you are feeling. Whenever a card is drawn, the field manual should be consulted, and the corresponding prompts followed. These prompts will require you to perform an action, such as pulling a block from the tower, or they may pose a question to be answered. Each suit represents a different aspect of your time in the Chevalier program. Hearts are your personal files, your physical health and state of mind. When you draw a heart, you're exploring the personal cost of war, the examination of the self, memories of and relationships with comrades, and more. Clubs represents your Chevalier unit. When you draw a club, you're interacting with a unit in some way, whether you are piloting, conducting maintenance, or refitting it. The bond between a pilot and their Chevalier is not an ordinary one. Diamonds are the battlefield. Diamonds represent the physical field of battle. This land was once home to a great many people, but now cities lie crumbling as titans clash among them. The stars are no safe haven either. Either the orbiting colonies must be protected too. In spades, the enemy. Spades represent the enemy, the force trying with all its might to kill you. When you draw a spade, you're interacting with the enemy or dealing with the aftermath of an encounter. So, this here, it seems, is, I suppose this must be done in order, eh? I guess, yes. Oh, I see, there are little symbols here. I see the symbols, it's fine. Okay. Before we completely go over, let me look at our playing cards and make sure I cannot choose from specific decks. There is a discard pile. That's great. There's a remove pile. When playing face down, that's also great. And I guess cancel. Wait, there's another deck. Which deck is this? This is old card deck back 2. That's the one I want. Let's hey, there are 52 decks in a card, right? There are 52 cards in a deck of cards, right? 52, right? Yes, yes. Yeah, 52 card pickup. Yes, thank you. Which means there are there are some jokers. I gotta remove the jokers. Give me a second. Let me choose and get rid of some jokers. Hello, jokers. Where are you? Old. You know what? I am. There's one. There's a joker. Let me get rid of that. And then let me get rid of this joker. Okay, jokers have been gotten rid of. I'll just put them over here as a reminder of what it's all about. Okay. Old card deck back 2. Show fronts choose. When playing, play face down. Drawings. I feel like we probably need... You know what? I want these cards to be a little bit bigger for you and me. Let's make sure we have this the way we want it so that we have nice sized cards. That will be good. Okay. This is 195 by 274. 195 by 274 set. Okay. We are ready for our first deployment. Here we are, everyone. I've got some tokens. I've got some art, and now I've got a die to roll. It's off the screen, you cannot see it, but it is a 2. That is what I've got. I got a 2. That's all right. So, oh, hold on. I don't want those jokers. I want them to go away. I want them to go to the discard pile. My goodness. Okay. Let's deal 2 cards. Also, it did not do what it... Sorry, y'all. It didn't do what I wanted to do. Give me a second. Let me recall these. Recall. Recall all. And then let me... I was pretty sure I saved that. This is Old Card Deck Back 2, which is this one right here. And choose front, discard pile. We don't have a discard pile. No discard pile. Removed cards. No removed cards pile. That's fine. Play face down. What numbers did I say, by the way? I said, did I say... What numbers did I say? Did I say 174... 2... I gave numbers, everybody, and I forgot what they were. Hold on. I fixed this by just finding those jokers and pulling them out. Here they are. Here are our jokers. Oh, you know what I just did? I think... GM show fronts, no discard pile, no removed. Face down. Great. Let me get a size here. That's a decent size. This is advanced set dimensions. This is 207, 290. Cancel. 207, 290. Save changes. And I think I'll just be able to delete these. All right, so 2 cards. Here we go. Now, for our first deployment, we will find out what this brings. A 7 of spades. Let's see, 7 of spades. What do we have here? Let's see what this will bring. I'm a little worried, but that's probably because I am... Wait, I just said 7. Oh, man. Sorry, it's just that this is our very first deployment, and the first thing we do is run into the enemy. First thing we do on our very first mission, 3 days after training. 7 of spades. You have been battling this foe for what seems like hours, always coming to a standstill, never gaining ground nor losing it. Suddenly, you see an opportunity, a gap in your opponent's defense. You strike and get the upper hand. The enemy seems scared, looking for retreat. Do you let them go? No. This is my first battle, and I'm a Leo. Roscoe's a Leo, very excited, and I think for your very first battle, you don't. I don't let them go. I'm going to go and basically chase them down and destroy them because it's not yet real for me. I'm still, like, hot, kind of excited. I think that maybe I could be a hotshot pilot, perhaps. I don't know. But I'm excited for the options, the possibilities of winning. So, let's pull easy peasy, easy peasy. With like lightning fast, like reflexes, I just chase this person down and I destroy this mecha, which is some sort of mecha that I don't even really think about it. It's just too exciting. But also in this deployment, I get the 7 of diamonds, which is the battlefield. Which, let's see what adventures we have in store here in this place. The 7 of diamonds. You accidentally interrupt the colonel as they're in the middle of a teleconference. Across each screen in their office, you see shadowy figures, each one with their faces obscured and voices lowered. What were they discussing? Hey, Susanah, I was talking all about you and how great you are. Just earlier, by the way. That's what I was doing. You missed it. Date, August 10, 3535. Time, 11 o'clock, 2300. Designation, pilot ID number 8675309. Unit, tiny, number 42. This was my first mission. Tiny and I hooked in, I initialized, and I went out there. I was scared at first, but I thought, I mean, I had a lot of training, but I've always been like good at stuff, and I figured I can do this. And I went out there. There were other people with me, the Hellfighters. We went out into the ruins of New Europa, and we were searching, looking for them, the Zentradi, and I saw one. And so I flew after it, Tiny and I. We flew out there. People said I shouldn't go by myself, but I knew I could do it. And I did. I chased him down, and let me tell you, we were flying through the airs of that old city for hours. Me chasing him, trying to fire him, but missing, and then him chasing me. And it was kind of like playing tag, when at school. And in the end, I was able to go and like fly Tiny underneath like a kind of like an old skyscraper that was teetering, and I made a shot, and it hit this other one, right? And it was pinned there. And I went, and I just opened up all my rockets right out of my shoulders, tiny shoulders, and it destroyed it. And I was so excited. And I came back on base, and the colonel picked me personal. The colonel said that I was going to be the savior of the entire solar system. And I wanted to tell the colonel what I did, how it went, how well it went. And when I went into the colonel's, I knocked, but I didn't hear anything. So I went in, and the colonel was having a meeting with, I don't know who actually, a bunch of people, like in the old movies, a bunch of shadowy figures with weird distorted voices and all that, which is, I mean, it's like a movie, right, where something bad's happening. But the colonel's always been pretty good to me, so I can't imagine that anything bad was going on. It was probably just, for safety's purposes. Like maybe they were spies undercover or something, Like maybe the colonel has like undercover spies, and they're like brave, and maybe they're undercover like infiltrating the Zentradi, and that's why we couldn't see their faces or their voices, just to keep them safe. Maybe this is like, maybe the battle will be over really soon. If they've got high-placed spies, we'll probably like win any time. That's what I figure, right? Okay, I'm still pretty amped. I'm gonna go hang out with the rest of the pilots, and well, I can't wait for my next day out there. I figure this war will probably be over any time, and I'm gonna help make it happen. Next one, 2. Hey, Susie, I've got a question for you. How many cards do we just draw? Do we draw until, is there a way for us, when do we stop drawing? When we get through all, will it tell us that just wondering. Okay. Just wondering when, we stop drawing cards. Jack of Diamonds, battlefield. Okay, not bad. Okay, I can handle that. An emergency with your Chevalier forces you to exit the cockpit. With your pilot suit and helmet firmly in place, you drift slowly into open space. You become painfully aware of how small and vulnerable you are without your unit. Pull from the tower. So, I understand that there is technique to this, and I do not know proper Jenga tower technique. I always feel like, oh, you just take the center ones because they're easier to take out, but I was told that is not the way to go, which makes me nervous. So I'm going to take a side one. Okay. 8 of diamonds. Quite a lot of the battlefield today. Speaking of which, I'm going to just make a little check mark. Just a little check mark. Because I feel like that's good. You keep going until the tower drops. If you pull the Ace of Hearts and don't succeed with the tokens, you run out of cards. If you pull the Ace of Hearts and don't succeed with the tokens, you run out of tokens, or if you feel like your pilot story is going to a satisfying end. Well, I don't know about tokens yet. I suppose we'll find out. I mean, I just hope we find out. Well, you know what? Guess we'll find out. 8 of diamonds. You come across a shelter filled with corpses. Among them you find no combatants, no soldiers. You watch as they are laid out to be claimed by relatives, but no one comes. Later that night, they will be burned and a simple service will be held. Do you attend? I need my pilot. Where is it? Where is it? Here we go. August 28th, 3535. 8/2000 hours. Designated pilot 8675309. Unit tiny number 42. So I've been in the war now, like almost a month, not a full month yet. More like, I suppose, 2 weeks, almost 3 weeks. We had a deployment out by the moon, where I'm from. We left Europa City, and New Europa City. We made our way up to the moon because the Zentradi were attacking up there. And it was pretty quiet, but as I was out there, something happened. I don't know exactly what, and there was an emergency, and I had to get out of the Chevalier, which is like not a big deal. I've only been with the Chevalier for like a couple of weeks, but as I was out there, I saw this space junk. Do you know that space junk is so fast? Like if it could just go right through you. Normally, like, I don't have to worry about space junk because I'm in the Chevalier, but I realized that, like, if I just got hit with just one small piece of soda bottle or something, I'd just be dead. And I had to wait until we got picked back up. I had to wait a while out there in space because there's like, I said there's a big action on the moon, and I finally got brought back down, and turns out one of the cities was Shackleton, not where I'm from, but Shackleton. It had been hit real bad, actually. It's where they brought me when I came in, and just a lot of people were dead. And the dome itself was cracked, and everybody was in suits. Nobody came. I guess it's because, you know how it is on the moon. It's sort of tough. I suppose because maybe the dome thing. There was a whole ceremony. They wanted me to go since, I'm a really good Chevalier pilot, but also because I'm from the moon. I'm from Luna, and would be good to have a representative, but I just kind of didn't feel like it. I mean, not that I didn't feel like it. It's just that I haven't been on so many missions. I wanted to do simulations just to keep practice, to keep my edge. You know, it was just kind of quiet, and I just thought it would be better to just to do some simulations. You know, so that when the next time I go out there, I can continue to be a fight for the solar system. You know, that's what I figured. Well, tiny initializing, systems green. Roscoe signing off. So, roll our die. 3 cards this time. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Ten of spades. 10 of spades. Spades, that's the enemy. Okay. I'm just having, like, I am just all up in the battle at the moment. Let's see. Okay. The Colonel has laid a trap for the enemy. Something months in the planning. On the day of the operation, however, the enemy avoids it completely. Rumors begin to circulate about a traitor within the ranks. The mood within the base drops significantly, with everyone looking at one another as though they were a collaborator. You are not immune from such suspicion either. Is there a spy among your ranks? Pull from the tower. You know what, by the way, I feel like I actually need to add a removed shoes show fronts here. I think I need to do that. Okay. Gotta pull from the tower, everybody. I'm gonna do that. That's not good. Let's try maybe... You know what? Here. Oh, same size. Same size. All good. Okay. You know what? Let's make this bigger so you can see. And I'm not procrastinating at all in any way. I am not doing anything to procrastinate from pulling from the tower. Just making it so that you all can see it easier. Yep, there you go. Okay. Okay. Well, okay. I don't know. I think I got this. I don't like it. Nope, don't like it. Nope, 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 don't like it. Let's not, well, oh gosh. No, I don't like that. Let's not do that. Let's, yeah, let's not do that. Let's, here, you know, let's do, this. Let's just do that instead. That's easy. Let's do that. I like that way, 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 way better. Yeah, way better. Okay. That's just gonna be there waiting for us, taunting us. An ace of diamonds. An ace of diamonds. A mighty blow from the enemy sends you reeling. You recover from the hit, and as the dust settles, you realize that you are slammed through a skyscraper. You pray that it was abandoned. Jack of hearts. My first heart. My first heart. Okay. Okay. First heart. Jack. Ever since you first synchronized with your Chevalier, you've begun to notice that your fingertips are losing their feeling, and walking is becoming much more difficult when you're outside your unit. All that seems to fade once you connect with your SCS. Pull from the tower. Okay, that doesn't sound good. That sounds bad, right? Okay, but like how... Okay, well... You know that one we were trying over here? You think we can get it? Date. December the 3rd, 3535. No. It's gonna be longer than that. We were in August. March 14th, 3536. 1,500 hours. Pilot 635709. Unit tiny number 42. It's been a couple of months. I actually really thought that I thought we'd be done by now. Really. Susie, it is a little stressful, but it'll be fine, right? Because I mean, you wrote in here just all sorts of ways for me to survive the war. Like I'm not gonna die, right? I'm not gonna die. I'm really good at this. I thought that the war was gonna be over though already, and the colonel, the colonel who recruited me personally, had this great plan, and I knew it was gonna work. It was gonna be really good, but the enemy just avoided everything actually, which was kind of weird. People, everyone's talking about if maybe there's a traitor, and I know there's not. I mean there can't be, right? Because we all put our lives on the line, like, all the time, and anyway, why would anybody betray us to this Entrati? That wouldn't make any sense at all. Most of the pilots are from Earth proper, and I'm one of the only ones from Luna, and they started looking at me kind of funny. They were whispering that maybe it was me. I just think it's because they're jealous because I'm so good. Like, I'm just like such a good pilot. And the colonel really likes me, and gave me really good praise the other day, and so I just feel like they're probably just jealous. That's all. Because like I'm one of the best. And if you're really good like me, there's no way that you could die or anything like that. And I was in this great battle. It was so cool. You know what I mean? It was like, you ever see one of those big movies, those superhero movies from like a couple thousand years ago, and like at the end of every movie there's always some big massive battle where people are like flying through buildings and everything's just like explosions everywhere. It was just like that. And like in those movies it's so cool, just like explosions everywhere, and it's like everything's falling, and it's really great. It's really impressive. I remember watching them in the vids, and it was really neat. In real life, it's just like that. It's just like that in real life too, just like everything falling everywhere. It's cool. It's really great. It's just that the city wasn't in ruins though. It was in New Old Paris, and New Old Paris still has people in it, and still living in those big power blocks. And I don't, but there's been evacuations, there's been evacuations, and so I figure probably there was just nobody there. I figure there's nobody there because everything's been evacuated. I know it's not all evacuated yet, but I feel like it was that one was probably evacuated because I was like thrown through the building, and I was fine, right? I've got my Chevalier. My Chevalier keeps me pretty safe, and so I was pretty fine. It's just that, you know, I just didn't know if there's anybody in the, but I'm sure, you know, the colonel tells me that there was nobody in the building, and so I'm sure there wasn't, because the colonel would never lie to me, so I feel like it's probably fine. That's what I figure. You know, I was gonna go and play a video game, because I really like video games. They're real fun. That's what I do like all the time when I was in school. I left school 1 year early just to come here. And I was having a hard time tapping because I couldn't feel my fingertips. But I think it's probably because I was just cold, right? You know? Felt like maybe it's just because I was cold. Like walking's a bit awkward. I probably should just stretch more. You know, I should probably just stretch. But when I'm in tiny, it's actually pretty great. I feel like it's just tiny. It's just probably warmer than the outside. You know? Yeah. So anyway, it's March. I've been here fighting for September, October, November, December, January, February, March. Is that right? September, October, November, December, January, February, March. 7 months. Well, that's a long time. Like, did you know, like, I'm 18 now, so that's pretty cool. Well, I'm not, still 17, but, like, I'm gonna be 18. Well, I figured, it'll be done. You know what? This war's gonna be done before my next birthday. And I'm gonna be the one who ends it. I'm gonna do something so great that all those people who are doubting me, they're saying that, like, I'm some kind of spy or whatever, they'll see that, like, I'm actually, like, the best out of all of them. You know, they call me, like, Moon Boy or whatever it is they got. But that's okay, because, like, I'll show them. You just wait. This next deployment, probably gonna be one of the last ones. This is gonna turn the tide. The tide of the battle. This one's gonna be the best one. Oh, 5. Okay. Sure. Yeah, 5 is a great number. 5 is, you know, here's the thing. Like, I'm like one of the hottest hotshot Chevalier pilots just ever. And the colonel tells me that all the time. Colonel says, yeah, you're like one of the best. And that's why he sends me on those dangerous missions. And because I'm so good, the colonel says so. I know that this next deployment is going to go really well. Like, it's not going to be a problem at all. Like, I'm not even worried. Right? Yeah. Okay. Oh, sorry, I forgot to sign out. Tiny initializing. Systems green. Roscoe signing off. 5 of clubs. I think this might be my first clubs pull, which is very exciting because my Chevalier and I are just very good friends, and there's nothing sketchy going on. And there's no way that some of those things that Susie wrote in there are distressing and maybe signs of badness. So I feel like we're fine. I feel like we're probably fine. It's probably cool. It's probably cool. Yeah. So a 5 of clubs. They're all good. Yeah, it's wholesome. Yeah, and it's about friendship. That's exactly right. That's what's going on. No matter how hard I try, I cannot will my Chevalier to move. I'm a sitting duck. What is my reaction? Pull from the tower. Okay. Man, it's probably my fault. It's probably my fault. I wasn't in the Chevalier. I took leave. Took leave to go home back to Luna Prime on the moon, and I was away from the Chevalier for like 4 whole days, and it's probably just like stuck, you know what I mean? It's probably I just getting rusty. The SCS is probably just not. I just need will, right? I just need to just think it through. Just think it through. Just gotta think it through, because if I just gotta. I should probably not stay so far away from my Chevalier for too long again. Probably shouldn't go home for that long. Maybe a day. Maybe just a day. I shouldn't be out of the... I can just stay connected. This won't happen. I won't die. Okay. I have to pull from the tower. They tell me that I need to pull from the sides. That's safer, long term. Oh, hey, wait! I forgot! I get to put these things back on top. That's amazing. Okay, hold on. Hold on. I get to put them back on top. Oh, so exciting. Okay, hold on. I get to have more of them. Okay, this is good. This is good, right? Good. Okay, okay. Okay, it's good. I forgot. Jenga. Great. Okay. Why don't we... This. No, not that. Nope, not that one. No, no, no. That's not the one. Not the one. Okay, Nope, not that one. That's also not the one. We don't want, that. There. Okay. I just have to be more connected with my Chevalier. Then I can get the Chevalier to move. I just have to be more connected. That's all. Okay. King of Hearts. King of Hearts. Okay, that's good, right? King of Hearts is good, right? Your accommodation was once inhabited by a pilot who had fallen in battle. You find a diary hidden in a nook in the room. Do you read it? Well, yeah, right? How does it make you feel? Do not discard this card. Place it where you can see it. If this is the fourth king you have drawn, you fail to keep your composure. Panic and fear rule you. There is no hope, no salvation for you. Whether by mistake, on the battlefield, taking your own fate into your own hands, or something else entirely, the game is over and you die. Record one final log. This is not my fourth king, but that is a somewhat... Just gonna note that one for the future. It's a diary of somebody maybe not too different from me. Somebody who has doubts. Doubts will kill you on the battlefield. They have doubts about the Colonel, which means probably can't trust them. Because I trust the Colonel completely. 4 of diamonds. You marvel at how your base's host city has adapted to accommodate your Chevalier. Great towers and buildings shift and move on platforms to allow for swift launches. Huge cranes hoist your equipment up to you. The whole city seems to hum and whir in response to you and your movements. Yeah. Cause we're heroes. That other pilot, whatever, they don't know anything. They just didn't believe enough. They didn't see how great, we're great heroes. Everybody tells us all the time that they support us and how great and heroic we are. I think that's pretty good. I mean, we're heroes. I'm a hero. Everybody says so. It's really great. 7 of hearts. Oh. My friend is killed right in front of me. There was nothing I could have done to stop it, and all I could do was watch. In those final moments, they smiled at me over the comms unit, and then what were their final words? So there are 3 of us, right? Roscoe, it's not my given name, it's just what they call me. And then there's Chicken and there's Waffles. So we're Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. We're like the 3 Musketeers or something, but with Chicken and Waffles. So that's great. And we would hang out all the time. We all came in together at the same time. But the Colonel picked me personally. He told me private that I was special. Anyway, we did all of our training. There was only 3 days of training, but it's pretty intense. And ever since then, it's been a while. And we kept fighting together. And Chicken was amazing. Chicken always would tell me that this is what we're doing is the most important thing, and the most important thing in the solar system. The most important thing, that we're great heroes, and we're like everybody wants to be like us, you know? Chicken was funny. You know, anyway, their last words were, we're great heroes. And we are. We're great heroes. That's right. If you doubt, you die. We're great heroes. I mean, it was probably we probably could have. I was a really great hero. Maybe I could have saved him. Colonel says if you die doing what you love, then it's not like just like you didn't die at all. Yes. It's 5 of hearts. You know, nobody ever seems to listen to me. They send me into battle day after day, and they expect me to put my life on the line for theirs. But they treat me like I'm a child, and I am not 18 yet, but I'm 17, and that is basically an adult anyway. I'm surrounded by people, but I've never been so alone. Pull from the tower. Well, I feel like I should get one of these blocks that's on the other side to counterbalance this open one. So maybe something like... None of these feel good. None of those feel good, everybody. This one would be easy. Nope, it's not easy. Okay. I'm feeling alone. Feeling alone right now. Let's, this. I'm okay. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Date: May the 20th, 3536. 400 hours. Designation: Pilot 8675309, Unit Tiny number 42. Oh, a bunch of nods in the game. Nice. Hey, Orcish. So today a lot of things happened. A lot of interesting things. Not just today, but all week. I couldn't move my Chevalier. It just didn't respond to my thoughts. Like normally when you move, it's just like moving your own body, and it just didn't. And I don't know why. I was thinking originally that maybe I just wasn't dedicated enough, that I needed to spend more time in the Chevalier, really tiny, and that's what I was thinking. Then I think that's probably still a good idea. Yes. You know, I found this diary from this pilot who seemed to be really distrustful, suspicious, paranoid, just thinking about sabotage. He's talking about how he felt that they were out to get him, that he was being lied to, and he thought that they were messing with his Chevalier, and he's dead. And also, I feel like he was weak. I feel like he didn't know what he was talking about. And if you die, it's because you're weak, slow. You know what they say? There's 2 types of Chevalier pilots: the quick and the dead. So, anyway, I read the whole thing, and I just kept thinking, what a loser. I mean, he just didn't believe enough, and he probably didn't care about his Chevalier, not like I do. So, anyway, I don't think I have to really think about that too much, because, I mean, it's not relevant to me or anything. And anyway, it's really amazing here. They've moved me over. I'm over on Mars right now. That's pretty cool. that's the new place. The battlefield is sort of expanding. Turns out we thought that we had everything contained between Luna and Earth, but it's sort of spreading out to Mars, the Zentradi. So we're here now. But I'm telling you, Mars is pretty amazing. They really think we're great, and and I feel just like a big star, like a rock star, you know. And I remember I was talking to Chicken and Waffles, and we were joking around and everything, and we were like, oh, if we weren't Gundam pilots, we'd be rock stars. Chicken's dead. Chicken died. It was this really weird thing. Chicken was on the other side of the battlefield and was in trouble. There was Zentradi coming, and he was surrounded. And I knew that if I could get in range, then I could take care of it. Because I always said to Chicken that I'd have his back, you know, and I always would have his back. I did. But when I went to fly over there, Tiny wouldn't move. I just couldn't get Tiny to move. It's like my will wasn't. I bet it wasn't even me. I bet it wasn't me. I bet it there was some kind of short circuit or something. I should probably just spend time with Tiny, and that's probably what I should do. I tried so hard to will myself to go over there, and it's just Tiny wouldn't move, and I just watched. I couldn't do anything about it. While Chicken got. Then trying to have these like really intense missiles, you know, and they irradiate you, and it's apparently very painful. And you know, they say they're the two type of Chevalier pilots, the quick and the dead, and I wasn't quick. Chicken's dead. But it's okay, because Chicken was happy to die. Chicken was happy to go and die for the solar system. Which I think was great. I mean, anyway, I was trying to go and talk to people about it, and nobody was listening. I said there might have been something wrong with Tiny, with my Chevalier, and Motorpool Sarge just said I was being silly, and that I should just get back out there and stop wasting time, because they didn't really have the supplies. But I was like, I've seen everything here on Mars. You've got everything, you know. And I don't know. I just feel like we need to. I feel like Tiny needs a once over, just like a checkup, and like needs maybe some like retrofit, like something. And they keep not listening to me. And I was trying to tell them about Chicken and what happened, and they didn't listen to me. And like one of them was like, okay, whatever, Moon Boy. And I just look, we've got a lot. I got to get up early tomorrow. It's 400 hours, and I haven't been able to sleep. It's you know, I'm just like thinking, running through things. So I'm gonna try to go to sleep again. Tiny initializing systems green. Roscoe signing off. Four is great. 4 is what hardcore awesome people do. People who are the best pilots. People who are never scared of things and certainly don't think about things. People who have complete faith in the Colonel. They are totally fine drawing 4 cards. That is what brave heroes do. 5 of diamonds. It's a desperate situation. I was ambushed. The only way to save a fellow pilot from destruction is to shoot my weapon through a populated zone. I know that there are still civilians in the area, and that some of them are very likely in the firing line. Do I fire? I saw Chicken die and I couldn't do anything about it, but I can do something about it this time. Anyway, those civilians, they don't really understand me. Not like the rest of my crew. They don't understand what it's like to be in this suit all the time going out there. Their lives are easy. They don't know what it's like. They just anyway, yeah. I just had to go. And maybe also nobody was there. I mean, it's possible there was nobody there in the firing line. I mean, it happens sometimes, but even if there were people there, I mean, I'm a hero, so heroes do what they have to do. They make hard choices, and anyway, they don't understand me anyway. So, I mean, it's fine. I think I wasn't even bothered by it. I mean, I thought about it, but I didn't think about it. You know what I mean? Because like I don't feel like it's even that. Anyway, I've been really working hard, you know, to make sure that nothing like that happens again, like what happened with Chicken. I'm not going to stand by and just watch as one of my fellow pilots dies, you know? So anyway, something happened. King of Clubs. I was powerless to intervene as Tiny just begins to move by itself. Its movements are like fast and frenetic, almost primal in the ferocity of its strikes. I was in a battle, and it just didn't stop until the enemy I was facing just bears no resemblance to what it once was. There's this harrowing scream from somewhere deep within the unit that echoed all around me. Do not discard this card. Place it where you can see it. It is, if this is the fourth king, it is not. Don't have to worry about that. Everything's fine, right? 8 of spades. What scares me most about the enemy? I'm not afraid of anything. Nothing about the enemy scares me. I mean, I am going to have my 18th birthday real soon, and I'm going to spend it in victory, you know? Because this war's almost over. Less than a year is what they said. Anyway, I mean, I'm not afraid of the enemy at all, right? I'm just, you know, I heard some stuff. I heard some things. I bet it's not even true. I bet it's not even true. I just heard that, I heard that the Zentradi, if they capture you, they, like, burrow something inside of your flesh, and then they can take over you. Like you become like a puppet, you know, like a meat puppet, and they control you. And that then they can, like, have you go into bases and kill people or spy, that they can just control your body as if you were some kind of, I don't know what. And that you're alive and aware of everything that's happening, but you can't move, can't stop it. It's just like, it just moves on its own. You know, that's what, I bet it's not even true though. I bet that's not true, but that's what I heard. That's what I heard. I heard that they can, if they get their hands on you, they can just turn you into some kind of, I don't know, kind of something, that you have to watch everything that they do with your body the entire time. And like, if that were true, that would be terrible. Like, that would be really awful. But I don't, I mean, Colonel said that's not true, right? So, I mean, I'll see you, Susie. I mean, you know, I'm here fighting to keep all of us safe, so I hope that you'll be okay. You don't be afraid, because I'm going to be okay here. Everybody's just leaving. I'm going to just finish this deployment. It's fine, though. Oh, Queen of Diamonds. That sounds good, right? That's probably a good sign, right? Wait. I didn't pull from the tower. I'm sorry. Let me go do that right now. It's the enemy that... I was just thinking about the enemy sort of taking over your body like some kind of weird parasite thing that eats you from the inside and just puppets you. But I that's why I forgot. I just was distracted. But I'm not afraid or anything. And it's not scary or anything. Oh. Nope, that's not gonna go. Okay. See, I told you I wasn't afraid. I'm not afraid of anything. I wonder what that Queen of Diamonds is all about. Well, I suppose we'll just find out. A great red sea stretches before me. They say that once it was a brilliant blue, but that was long before I was born. It is so still that I wonder if there's any life in the depths below. Did anything survive? Pull from the tower. Well, my friends, let's do, nope. No. 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 Let's not do any of those. Those are bad. Let's not do that. That's bad. Let's just not do that. Let's do, maybe we can do something like that. Happy Streamaversary, but thank you, Prax. It is my Streamaversary. We're child soldiers suffering greatly in the Mecha Wars is what we're doing, but we survived that. So, date, July the 1st, 3536. Designation, Pilot 8675309. Unit, Tiny, number 42. It's been a weird time, everyone. Log. I was ambushed, and I saw a pilot on the other side, a sort of busy area with all those blocks again, kind of just like what happened with Chicken, and I tried really hard. I was in range, though. I could save them. But it's through this sort of civilian zone where people could have been staying, but they might not have been there. I mean, I don't know for sure. Okay, so I say that I know that there were civilians still there, and, but they might not have been very close to where I had to shoot, though. I mean, I'm sure they were probably not that close. I mean, I know it's an occupied block, but anyway, I couldn't let another pilot down. And I didn't. I saved the pilot. I'm a hero. I'm a hero. Heroes do what they need to do, you know, to win. And I was in this battle. Afterwards, I was pretty like upset. I mean, I wasn't upset. I'm not upset because I'm not. I'm pretty smooth, pretty chill. I wasn't upset or anything. And he was in this battle, and something happened, and I don't really understand what happened. Do you remember when I said that I feel like we needed to talk, right, about what happened? There was something wrong. There was something wrong with Tiny. Something was wrong with Tiny. And I was in this battle, and all of a sudden, Tiny just started moving on his own. And he just started. It wasn't me, though. It was Tiny. Tiny did it. And I willed myself to stop, but I couldn't. And we were in the middle of a battle, and I just started. I mean, not me, Tiny, just started beating on this Gundam. This other one of these Entrati ones, and just kept beating on it. And then it broke everything, and then it just started grabbing at it and bending all the metal with his hands. And then there was somebody in there, one of the Entrati, and it screaming. And I could still hear it, though, even though it wasn't on comms. I could still hear it. I could still hear the screaming. And Tiny just didn't stop, though. Just kept going. I suppose it was to protect me, because, you know, I hear they say that the Zentradi can, like, burrow inside of your brain, just right in your brain, and then turn you into some kind of zombie creature and control you. So, like your nervous system or something. So I imagine just Tiny was probably just trying to protect me. Is probably what happened. That's what I figured is what that was, because Tiny's looking out for me. Other people feel a little bit weird about it. They look at me a little bit differently afterwards, you know, but it's because they're not heroes. You know, like me. I am. Took a little bit of time by myself. I mean, with Tiny. We went out, we kind of walked out to the shore. There's this thing. Do you know it? They used to call it the Atlantic Ocean. They call it the Dead Ocean now. And it's there are no waves on it. Isn't that funny? I wonder if they say there's sea creatures that used to live in the Dead Ocean. I wonder if there still are fish. Something like that, like live fish, actual fish, not ones that you grow in vats or anything, right? But actual fish. Kind of look like blood, actually, you know? That's what it looked like. But I bet there's all sorts of things alive in there. Bet. And I'm not worried. It's kind of weird, though. Metaphor or something for something. I don't know. Anyway, Tiny initializing systems green. Roscoe signing off. Got a new deployment we got to do. I suppose it'll be fine, though. Let me roll the die. Six is cool, though. I mean, I bet that, like, if it were like a different person, they would not be able to handle pulling 6 from Fate. But me, I can handle that no problem, because Colonel says I'm one of the best Chevalier pilots that has ever been, and that I should be really proud of what I do all the time, and that I should do what it takes. do what it takes, and I can overcome any kind of challenge because I'm that good. That is what the colonel told me. So, yeah, it's my birthday, by the way. 10 of clubs. 10 of clubs. Well, all right. 10 of clubs. 10 of clubs. A single booster fails as I'm in the pursuit of the enemy. I can still maneuver, but my speed is halved. All hope of giving chase is lost, as is an expeditious retreat. Doesn't seem good, but I just have to will it, right? It's all about individual will. That's it. You just will it to be true, and it'll be okay, right? It'll be okay. Yeah, you just will it to be true. That's right. An 8 of clubs. Okay. White hot pain racks my body as the enemy has deployed an SCS disruptor. While I remain connected to my Chevalier, I cannot move. I can barely think. I manage to disconnect myself, and once the haze of pain is past, I realize that I'm now flying completely blind. I can't see anything, and I have to pull from the tower. I know there's Jenga strategy. My current strategy is to not freak out. That's my current strategy. I don't like that. Sorry, don't like it. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Let's do, I don't really like this either. That's all right. Okay. Queen of Hearts. In the wreckage of the battlefield, you find the twisted remains of a fellow pilot Chevalier. I knew they were in peril, but I did not assist them. Why didn't I act? Because I couldn't see, and I couldn't move. My Chevalier was... I was disconnected from the Chevalier, just stuck inside that tiny, unable to see or properly move. I could just hear things. I gotta fix my Chevalier. I have to pull from the tower. Both chicken and waffles are dead. This one seems doable. Nope. Nope. Not doable. Okay. Four of spades. You can never shake the sensation that you're always being watched. Pull from the tower. Hello, exciting tower. Well, let's go with this. I don't know. Nope, not that one. Not that one. Nope. That's not the one. Not the one. Let's go with, I always feel that somebody's watching me, and I have no privacy. Oh, I always feel that somebody's watching me. Tell me, is it just a dream? Okay, Ace of Hearts, Ace of Hearts, Ace of Hearts, Ace of Hearts. Didn't Susie say something about the Ace of Hearts? Did she say something bad or something good about the Ace of Hearts? It's my birthday, August 10th, 3536. I turn 18 today. Ace of Hearts was good, right? It was good. Ace of Hearts was good, right? Right? An order comes down the line from Mission Control on my birthday to lower weapons. A ceasefire has been called. The war could be over any time now on my birthday. Atomica, go to sleep. Thank you, Atomica. Pull from the tower. Do not discard this card. Instead, put it to one side and place 10 tokens on it. Here we go, everyone. To back. Nope, not you, Roscoe. Here. Here we go, everybody. This is a thing. Place 10 tokens on it. At the end of each mission, record your log, roll a die. If you roll a 6, remove a token from the card. If you successfully remove all of the tokens, this was your final mission. Make one final pull from the tower. If the tower stands, your mandatory service and the game itself ends. Can you walk away after everything you've seen? Everything you've done? Make one final log as the prospect of civilian life awaits you. If the tower falls, you fail to heed the order. Whether you didn't receive it in time or chose not to obey, the war is not over for you. You charge onwards deeper into enemy territory, breaking the newly forged armistice. You will not survive this. The game is over and you die. Record one final log. Well, by the way, I don't have much more time before we got to get ready for the other game. So let's see what we get here. King of Spades. The enemy was on you before you even knew it, an ambush. You fight with everything you have, but your chevalier is being torn apart. Systems and alarms blare as you see an arm tossed across the battlefield. You have never felt more vulnerable. Do not discard this card. Place it where you can see it. Was not the last king. Not good, my friends. Date, August 10th, 3536, noon. Designation pilot 8675309, unit tiny 42. Today's my birthday. And you know what's really great? I've heard that there's a ceasefire. There might be an armistice. We might get out of this alive. We just have to wait a little longer. It's just a couple more days and this war will be over. Probably just days. Probably not long. I'm figuring we'll make it out of here and everything will be fine. I've been having trouble. My chevalier is kind of falling apart a bit and no one's repairing it, and I got disconnected from my chevalier. They put some kind of device or something like a wave, and I couldn't see, couldn't move, and Waffles needed my help and I couldn't help Waffles. I couldn't make it I couldn't even see where she was, and I feel like I failed. I don't actually have any more friends left, except for Tiny, right? Tiny's my friend. I don't know the new pilots. They're just so young. They're so young. I mean, they're the same age as I am, but they just feel really young, and I don't really relate to them anymore. And I just feel like they're spying on me, all those new pilots. And I heard there was... I can't... we just have to hold out. Tiny initializing systems green. Roscoe signing off. I get to roll a die, everybody. Is it a 6? It is not a 6. No. I've got another mission. A 1. Not bad. Not bad, everybody. Not bad at all. Flip that card. Also, let me do that. A Queen of Clubs. Yeah, I see you. Queen of Clubs. Well, a calm voice runs through the status of every system within my unit. It seems familiar. Familial, even. I just can't quite place it, though. I pull from the tower, but I do not replace this block from the top of the tower, and I remove it from the game. I do not remove a token. I only remove a token if I roll a natural 6. I don't get to remove tokens unless I get a 6. Why did the voice sound like somebody in my family? You know what? I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it. That's not anything that I worry about. I'm not worried about it. It's fine. Right? But it's fine. August 11th, 3536. Designation, Pilot 8675309. Unit Tiny, number 42. I just kind of sounded like my mom was in my suit. That's weird, right? Whatever. We're gonna get through this war. Tiny initializing systems green. Roscoe signing out. Make that roll. 6. No. 2. Next deployment. Buddy. Okay. 3 of hearts. I suffer an injury that leaves me hospitalized for several days. I receive no visitors. Pull from the tower. Six of spades, the enemy. For all the reconnaissance, for all the research, you know everything. I know everything about the enemy except for one thing. What do I think they want? Why do they fight? Pull from the tower. You know, I don't know why they fight. I mean, I'm just told because it's what they do. They don't think like us, you know? They, are completely alien. And nobody can even fathom what their motivations are. Nobody knows what they do or why. And can't trust them. And anyway, what they say is they just want to take over the entire universe. For no reason other than they just want it. That's what they say. Nope, not that one. Maybe it's not true. Okay. Nope, not that one. Why do you think they're fighting? You think they have a bigger reason? I don't. I mean, why would they attack us anyway? Why would they even do that? That's not... I think, well, August 12th, 3536, designation pilot 8675309, unit tiny number 42. I think we did something bad to them at some point in time and they're back for revenge. That's what I think. I can't prove it. It doesn't... I don't know, why would they do this? Why would they keep fighting unless we did something? People just don't attack for no reason, right? Like, you attack to protect your home, but like, this is not their home, so why are they even here? What if we did something to them? What if we did something so terrible that they can never tell us? You know what? That's silly. I rolled a 1, so I don't take another token off. Maybe it's not that silly after all. But the war's gonna be over really soon. A 1, yeah. Any time now. We're done. The war's gonna be over. And we'll win. 10 of hearts? That's not bad, right? If you understand the burden upon your shoulders. During a tense briefing, I'm ordered to head into an active situation, and there are troops already on the ground and engaged in combat. Yet, I refused the orders to pilot my Chevalier into the battle, and how am I punished for it? Return any cards to the deck you haven't turned over and shuffle it. Luckily, there are none. Date, August 14th, 3536. 900 hours. Designation, pilot 8675309, unit tiny, number 42. They said I had to go into combat, but I just got out of the hospital. I was in the hospital for an entire week. Nobody came to visit me, not even the colonel. And a week away from your Chevalier it's really hard. Every time I've spent too much time away from the unit, from the Chevalier, I couldn't move. I couldn't actually fly. And if I went out there after a whole week of not being connected, I could just die. They said I don't get to fly for a week. I got to do ground combat, and that's fine because I'm not afraid of that sort of a thing. Not at all. It's just that I've been having a really hard time walking, not in this suit. Remember I told you way back when, and it's not stopped. I have a really hard time feeling my fingers or walking or doing anything. Dang it. If I'm not actually in the suit. Anyway, tiny initializing systems green. Roscoe signing off. 1. Six of hearts. I form an unlikely bond with someone on the base, spending some of my rare free time with them off duty. Who are they, and what do we do together? There's one other person from Luna here on Mars base. funny, right? They actually work here, janitorial staff, and they're the only other person from Luna here. So we sneak off, and we lay down under the dome. We look at the red Martian sky. We tell stories. All the kind of stories we were told as kids. I mean, like, I'm 18 now, so I'm not a kid anymore. We tell the kind of stories that our parents told us when we were kids. Any story we can think of. All of them. We just do that for hours. It's really nice. We don't talk about anything else, though. Not the war, nothing like that. It's just nice. Sometimes we play tag, you know? 6! Ah! I get to remove a token. It's gonna be okay. Be okay. Yeah. Okay. 2. Not bad, everybody. Not bad. Jack of clubs. 4 of hearts. During a sortie into enemy territory, your Chevalier receives enough damage to severely impair its function. With no repair crew in tow, you're forced to attempt to fix it. You try your best to get it up and running again, but suspect that you ultimately may have done more harm than good. Do not pull from the tower and do not remove it from the game. Four of hearts. The sight of the SCS implant itches all day, every day. It's impossible to ignore the looks and glares you get from all the regular personnel and civilians around you, similarly so. You took the implant to help them. They treat you like an abomination. It's me, not doing a log today. I don't feel like it. 2. Y'all. King of Diamonds. The enemy has destabilized a colony's orbit, sending it tumbling into a collision course with Earth. There's no way to stop it. I've been ordered to aid in the evacuation effort to save as many as I can. Do not discard this. Place it where I can see it. If this is the 4th king I have drawn, every step, every movement is treacherous. My systems alert me that the environment is unstable and dangerous. The enemy has blocked my retreat, and there is no escape. My surroundings claim me. The game is over. Record one final log. August 10, 3538. 2100 hours. Designation pilot 8675309. Unit Tiny number 42. A couple years ago they said that the war was going to be over any day. That was a couple years ago. Kept waiting for the war to be over. Anyway, they said that the Zentradi did something to the moon, and that the moon, my home, was tumbling to Earth. And they sent me to go and save the people of Earth, but not anybody from Luna. They said they were all dead. I don't think I know anybody who's alive anymore. All these people here. Try to get them out. Cover transport ships leaving. I think I did a good job. I think I'm 23 now. I actually don't even know how old I am. It just seems like it's just taken. I feel really old. I feel slow. My SCS keeps itching and it's really hard to move either in Tiny or outside of Tiny, and I kept trying to save people, to evacuate them. Yeah. You know, I saved so many people. Thousands and thousands of people. I saved the whole planet. I saved everybody. I saved all the people in Luna, like my mom. All of them, they're all safe. And I'm safe too. I'm gonna be fine. If anybody finds this record, no, I'm Roscoe, and I'm fine. And everybody's saved, and nobody's dead. And they've surrounded me. Listen, if you get this, whoever you are, and you see me again, you have to shoot me, because I'm hearing their voices, and it's coming from inside my SCS, and I think they're gonna take over my mind and my body. I always wanted to do something. And the worst parts about all of this war is when I couldn't do anything. I had to watch it happen. I think that's what's going to happen to me now. I have to watch as some Zentradi slug pilots my body and makes me commit war. I want to do that. I can't move. Can't move. Tiny initializing. Systems red. Roscoe. Signing off. And that, my friends, that was it. That was Susanah Grace's Chevalier. Oh my goodness, that was amazing. I've got to go and tell Susie how great I thought that was. What a cool game she made. Wow, that is so cool. My friends, we are currently at, where are we at? I don't even know. We are at $515 out of 700. We are close to our goal. I have to get off the line so that I can change the technology, pull up a Zoom call, and get ready for our very next show, which is going to be Twilight Road with the Fireside Storytellers. Pumpkinberry, Bill the Forest, and Best Kind of Worst. We're going to get together and play a brand new game by a friend of mine that I'm really excited about, where we're going to go on a road trip of transformation and self-discovery. And I imagine it's going to be just all a laugh riot and only good times. That was pretty amazing. So I got to go, because I've got to go and change my technology. I want to say thank you so much for being here. I'm going to take the stream down before I bring it back up again, because I've got to change out the OBS stuff. But you're all amazing. You're great. And I will tell you, we've got an amazing next game coming up, starting shortly. So I got to go. I will see you all very, very soon. Thank you very much. And if, go and pick up that game and try it out yourself and see if maybe you can survive the war. Because Roscoe didn't. I will see you guys soon. Y'all.